Hey, you know what? Before I start my story here, it never fails that I will not cough the whole time that I'm sitting here getting this set up, but once that light comes on, I start coughing up a storm. I don't know if that happens to anybody else, but got a really interesting story. It's kind of an Easter story for me, and I wanted to share it with you. Um, as most of you know, I work for a place called Delivery to Go. It's a mobile waiter service. And I was delivering a couple orders from an Indian restaurant over on East 4th Street here in Bloomington, and I had one going to one place and then another one going a little bit farther out, so I could take both orders. So I get both of these orders, and dispatch sends me a message telling me, drop off the second order first, and then go to the west side of Bloomington. I said, okay, cool, I can do that. So I pull up to this real ritzy part of the neighborhood on the southeast side of Bloomington. I mean, multi-million dollar homes, brand new, huge. So I walk in, I knock on the door, and I say delivery to go, and they're like, come on in. So I go in, and as I walk into the foyer, there's this just huge chandelier right above me, just gorgeous. Wish I'd took a picture. So I walk in, and as I walk in, there's two stairwells that go, carpeted stairwells that go up both sides of the walls up into like a main part of the house upstairs. So he walks me in, and I set the food down on the table, and he hollers upstairs, and middle-aged kid, maybe 20, 22, something like that, maybe still in college, comes running down, and he said, I ordered this food last night at a quarter after 10, and they said it would be here a little bit after 11. He said, you're about 12 hours late. And I was like, excuse me, what? He said, I ordered this last night online. I said, well, what time did you order it? And he said, about a quarter after 10. I said, well, shouldn't even went through because at 10 o'clock we're done ordering. That's our end of our evening rush. And he's like, well, it's 12 hours late. I don't want it. And I was like, well, he said, can you call your manager? I said, well, yeah, I'll call my manager. So I called the dispatcher, or actually sent a message to the dispatcher and told him, need you to call me soon. So she called me back, and I said, when she finally called me back, I told her, I said, this guy ordered this last night, and it was supposed to be here at 11 o'clock last night. And I said, what else we do? We don't deliver after, 10 o'clock. He's like, okay, well, just go ahead and take it back. And I apologized to him and, explained to him, ours are 5 to 10. We stop running at 10 o'clock because that's when most of the restaurants close that we deliver from. So I take it back and I head out to my last order, which is on the west side of Bloomington, and deliver it and then head back home. Well, on the way home, I get a message from the owner. He's like, just go ahead and take that order. If you want to eat it, go ahead. If not, throw it away. I'm like, oh, okay, cool, I can deal with that, So I'm driving home, and I'm actually thinking about this. This is like my own little true Easter story. Granted, I mean, when I got home, I opened the bag, and there was a container of fried rice, and I love fried rice, so I ate that. And then in another container there was some type of soup which I really didn't like. It wasn't egg drop soup, which I love. So I opened up the other two containers that were in the bottom of the bag, and it's sushi rolled with fish skin over it. I'm like, hey, no, I like sushi. I like shrimp, raw shrimp, but I can't eat this. I mean, this is like fish skin wrapped around sushi. I can't do this. So, and I got to thinking about it after I ate my rice, and I was thinking, you know what? This is like my little own Easter story. Hadn't I not got that food, I wouldn't have eaten today. I mean, I'm not totally out of food, but I've made some like tuna salad with or chicken salad with eggs and pickles in it and stuff, you know, to eat with crackers. I've got one package of crackers left, and I really sat down and I almost cried because if I hadn't got that food today, I wouldn't have eaten. I would have had crackers and tuna or chicken salad, whatever it is. But that was like my own little Easter dinner. And I am so thankful that for some unseen coincidence that food was provided for me. That was like a blessing in disguise. I don't like to ask people for help, but I don't call this a miracle. I mean, I just call it grateful. I'm very grateful for what had happened. You know, I mean, a lot of people take meanings of Easter different. I'm just thankful that I was able to eat something today that I enjoyed very much, and I'm really thankful. I am. That's my Easter story. You know, um, may not mean a lot to anybody, but it sure meant a lot to me and stuff. So, uh, but I'll tell you what, folks, if you ever are sitting at home and you don't want to get out and eat, if you go to the delivery, the number 2 go.com and place your order at one of those restaurants, me or one of the other delivery drivers will go get it and bring it to your house. The only thing you're really charged is a delivery fee and a tip, which is always cool. So remember that next time you're sitting at home and you just don't want to get out. Hit me up on Facebook. I'll shoot you the address. They'll tell you what the delivery fee is, or if you want to add a tip. I mean, delivery drivers thrive on tips. That's how I'm living. I haven't got a full-time job right now. I'm looking hard, but this is kind of keeping me going and stuff. So just remember that. Like I said, if you want the address or want to know more information about it, just hit me up here with a message and I'll shoot you the info. So folks, I hope you have a wonderful Easter or had a wonderful Easter. Enjoy your families. They are precious. Be thankful for them because one day they may not be there. So, folks, have yourself a wonderful Easter. And I'll talk to you again, hopefully next time with news of a job. Anybody's hiring, let me know. Thanks, folks.